Spider-Man is in war with Thor
Why?
because of Lady Captain Marvel.
Okay. Is this related to lead generation?
Yes, definitely. If you remember, in the last podcast, you had a question. Can we use this love triangle formula for successful lead generation in digital marketing?
Yes.
Related to that, this story I want to tell you, and to be honest speaking, this is just to make you understand and to help you get more leads for your business. It is nothing real. All the story is just made and designed to make you understand what exactly the lead generation is.
Okay, it really sounds interesting.
Chase your love to win the game of love. If you remember in your college days, there are many love stories. Even you would have also gone through some kind of a love story. Even you must have chased some girl, or a girl might have chased a boy. It usually it doesn't happen that girl chases a boy, but in some rare cases it happens. When a boy is in love with a girl, what he does exactly? He chases that girl wherever she goes. If she goes to classes, if she's at bus stop, if she's at a railway platform, wherever she's going, the guy follows that girl unconditionally. From the morning, the moment he wakes up till the time he goes to sleep, he's thinking about her. And even when he's sleeping, sometimes when you're in love, you're not able to sleep. There are awakened nights which you go through, and even if you are falling asleep, you are in all dreams with that girl.
Okay.
The same way, you need to chase your customer. The reason is, you also know, when you loved someone, there were many guys who also wanted to, chase that love which you loved the most. It is very important that if you chase the customer, then only you're gonna get the leads for your business, and ultimately, when lead generation happens, then only business is gonna happen. Lead generation is nothing like, it is simply the same thing which I told you the example of a boy, what he is doing. So you must be all the time chasing and thinking about getting the lead of the customer. Let's come back to the story of Spider-Man and Thor and Captain Marvel. If you remember the Avengers Endgame scene, Iron Man died, and because of that, everybody was in some kind of sadness or depression. So Captain Marvel walked to all the Avengers, and she said some positive words about life, and ultimately because of that, Thor and Spider-Man, they both fall in love with Captain Marvel. And when they got to know, Thor and Spider-Man, that they both are in love with the same girl, Captain Marvel, they started fighting with each other. The fight was so immense, so intense, but ultimately at the end, they both realized that if they fight with each other, it's not going to help.
So, who win the game?
So they both come to a conclusion, and the obvious question was, who's going to decide that who's going to win?
Obviously, Captain Marvel.
Captain Marvel. So both of them decided that they both going to try and let Captain Marvel decide to accept whose love.
Okay.
Spider-Man, with the help of his babes, he followed Captain Marvel everywhere she went, like in the garden, in the building, in the apartment, in the theater, wherever she was going. Even when Captain Marvel went to some different universe, there also Spider-Man followed Captain Marvel unconditionally.
Okay.
And the best part was Captain Marvel was in the washroom sitting on the commode, and at the very same moment, Spider-Man jumped on the window of washroom, and Captain Marvel looked at Spider-Man. She yelled at him. She became so angry. Captain Marvel used her powers, and Spider-Man fall down on the floor.
Okay. Then what happened?
Then as Marvel came out of the washroom, she saw Thor was waiting for her, and she got surprised. What exactly is happening? So Thor said to Captain Marvel, I know that Spider-Man is chasing you very badly. He's making you annoyed, irritating. So forget him. I am here to give you something. Then Captain Marvel said, what you want to give me? So Thor comes down to his knees, and he raises his hand, and you know what happens when Thor raises his hand?
Yeah, he gets the hammer.
the hammer came in, and he gave that hammer to Captain Marvel. And
Then she accepts?
Then Thor said, I love you, and please accept this. So Captain Marvel accepted that hammer, but then at the same time, she called Spider-Man, and Spider-Man used his webs, and he came with all excitement because Captain Marvel has called him finally. But then when he actually saw what is happening there, Thor started laughing. Thor said, look, I told you, Captain Marvel is going to accept my love. She's going to be mine. And that's what has happened just now. She has accepted my love. And Thor is all laughing very loudly. And then Spider-Man is looking at Thor and to Captain Marvel. Spider-Man is speechless. He's become disheartened. His heart is broken. I remember that HBK, Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels from WWE. So that is what Spider-Man became now. And Spider-Man's shoulders are down. He's looking down, and he started crying. And then he starts to walk towards the door. And the moment he tries to open the door, again Captain Marvel uses her powers. Captain Marvel says to Spider-Man, though I accepted the hammer from Thor, but I love you, Spider-Man.
Wow.
So the very moment Spider-Man hears that sentence, the situation changes. Now Spider-Man is using his webs, going everywhere in the room, kitchen, all over the walls. He's just running, and Thor sits down on the chair with sad face, and then there's a kiss between Spider-Man and Captain Marvel, and unfortunately Thor has to watch it with his eyes.
Climax was very interesting, I must say, because while looking Thor and Captain Marvel, I thought she accepted his love, but at the end we got to know Spider-Man win the game.
Right. So that is what the lead generation is. Most of the time, what happens, the entrepreneurs, they are not chasing the customers all the time. There is a secret formula here that every big entrepreneurs, if I need to give you the example of a big company like Amazon, if you see, they are running ads all the time. You see those ads on television, on YouTube, on internet, on blogs, everywhere you will get to see the ads of Amazon. The reason for running the ads is very simple, that is, they want to have more leads for their business, and that is what the lead generation is about. So there are two stories. There is one story of your own life where you have chased your love unconditionally with all love. The same way you need to chase the customer. If you don't chase your customer, and ultimately I have a question to all the girls. If a boy walks to you and he says that I love you on the first instance, would you accept his love?
No, obviously no. The girls are very choosy. She first see the guy. She see how gentleman he is, how good he is. She keep her test. When he passed, then she say yes.
Exactly the same point. Lead generation is nothing but chase your love, chase your customers. Now, the love of your life, the love of your college. At times what happens, the guys leave their homes as well to get their love of life. And there are some stories where the love has become successful. The guy is able to marry the same girl to whom he loved. And there are some guys who couldn't get their love of life. And there are some guys, they neither got the love and they never got married also. They are still single. Okay. So in the business also, it is the same, that if you don't chase your love, and there's a dialogue I remember, I don't remember the name of the actor, but there's a dialogue that if you don't fight for your love, then what kind of a love is that? Okay?
Wow, so very interesting dialogue.
Yes, the same way, if you don't chase your customer, then what kind of a business is that? So ultimately the message is, chase your customer unconditionally the way you chase your love.
Wow, the story you have said is very relatable with the life, and it's very interesting. Thank you so much for teaching a lesson through a story.
Cool, and I believe your doubts are clear related to lead generation now.
Yes. I have a question regarding lead generation. Like, what are the most effective lead generation strategy for digital marketing?
One of the strategies which I already shared, that using the psychology, that is the most important strategy. Then there are digital tools like digital marketing is there, and then offline marketing is there. There are many strategies, but we will cover in coming lessons, and in the coming lessons we are going to show you how exactly you can target your customers and you can get leads for your business.
Yes.
So that's it from me today, and I believe today you have learned a lot about lead generation, and you at the same time you enjoyed it a lot. And same thing is going to happen in coming time. And I really wanna tell to audience that if they have some questions and if they have some suggestions, they should definitely put in the comments, because ultimately we are here to make you a billionaire.
Yeah. Thank you so much, guys, for listening to this podcast, and thank you. Really make a thumbs up for Gautam, because he had made an effort by saying a story to make you realize like how important customers are. And his story was really very interesting and relatable. In everyone's life, we go through this love triangle, and we accept one's offer. So he had explained very interestingly and very nicely. Thank you for listening. And for coming podcast, we have many more plans, and we'll get a very good, clear idea how digital marketing works.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.